Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing a pop-up pick a card reading. This one's going to be all about how you light up a room. So this should be a really fun and lighthearted and insightful reading, and I'm so glad you're here today. So how does a pop-up reading work? Well, I take a deck. In this case, I'm going to take the Trick or Treat Tarot deck by Barbara Moore, and we are going to shuffle this up, and whatever cards pop out or I'm drawn to pull will be your psychic linking object. Could I get the card for my group one? How do they light up the room? Oh, that was quick. Okay, let's see. We have the Seven of Wands. It's a mummy. That's a cool card. The Seven of Wands. Okay, that's group one. Okay, what is the card for my group two? Can I have the card for my group two, please? Tell me about my group two. How do they light up a room? How do they light up a room for my group two? This. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. That's going to be my group two. All right. And then my group three is the third card here. And we have the Five of Pentacles. How do you light up a room? Ooh. Dig this card, you guys. Look at that. How do you light up a room? Look at that room up there. Look at these people. How they're looking at that room. It's so mysterious, you guys. All right, so let's go back through them. We have the Seven of Wands. How do you light up a room? We have the Ace of Cups. How do you light up a room? And then we have group three is the Five of Pentacles. How do you light up a room? Literally showing us how you light up a room. Are you an earth sign? Are you a smart ass like air sign? It's okay. I'm an air sign, so all right, might be a Scorpio or Gemini there. Okay, so those are going to be your psychic linking objects for this reading. I will include a photograph for those of you who need more time to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably going to be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group one, all of you that selected Seven of Wands, this is going to be your reading all about how do you light up a room. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so make sure my hair is out of the way. Oop. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. You are strong and you are courageous. And this is an energy that you carry with you everywhere you go. You could be a Leo, okay? You could be an Aries. You could be a Taurus. You have a strong sense of justice. You could be a Libra. And we have also we have mummy energy, so we have like Scorpio energy here. And I feel like there's this loyalty here, especially with this dog in the photo. And I'm reading this intuitively as well. The thing I like about this deck is it's almost an oracle deck at times, even though it's the tarot, because each card is so individual. And you know, I feel like you are a fighter for a cause, and probably animals really like you. You may have dogs in your life, or you may just do charity work for dogs, or you may have lots of dogs, or you may be an animal lover. Um, but I feel like you have a very compassionate soul. Um, but you may have a very intense exterior, okay, or something about you that's intense, but also fun loving, okay, because there's this, so you have a lot of layers to you, but you can be very fun loving, and your smile lights up a room as well. So let's get some more energy here with you. Tell me more about my group one. Tell me more about how they light up a room. Your power, your strength, your ability to take the high road when others would go low. I think it's almost like the thing that's most important to you is to do the right thing, even if it may appear to be the wrong thing to others. And I feel like there's a humility here with you. And I think it's because there have been times that life has literally beaten you down. You've had a lot come at you at once, but it didn't overtake you. Okay, we have knight here. Okay, loyal, romantic, chivalry, a love of honor. Okay, and I get that. I get that you are very honorable. And for anyone or anything that you believe in, you will fight for. It feels like the people that know you feel this energy, and you make them feel safe, okay? I think you have this in your aura, and you have a way of making other people feel safe as well, but not the ones that shouldn't feel safe around you, though, if you know what I'm saying. The ones that are out to cause trouble, they don't feel okay around you. They feel unsettled by you. We have a couple cards that want to come out. We have Father here, light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So people find you to be very positive, like your positive self. I'm feeling like you may have a very light sense of humor. You may tell with this Father card, it doesn't matter your gender, you may tell some dad jokes. You may have a way of getting people to kind of lighten up a little bit, lighten their energy. People love that about you. That's the way you lighten up a room as well. We have light attributes, God. Okay, listen, take it down a notch, okay? Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the external force within yourself and others. Yeah, I feel like you help people believe in the spiritual. And it may be of a particular tradition, or it just may be belief in themselves as well. But I think you give people an etheric kind of vibe. And it may be this courageous safety, this sense of love or protection that they haven't had before, that they bond in a way with you. And this won't be for everybody that knows you, but they bond with you beyond that. Now, I think when you enter a room, I think people feel this other aura about you, like this other power about you, like divine nobility. I'm hearing like divine warrior kind of energy, or otherworldly warrior kind of energy, or someone they can trust. You feel trustworthy. There's a sense of justice around you. Okay. And you're the kind of person when you enter a room that you don't gobble up all the attention. When people focus on you, you have a tendency to reflect it back on others. Like you want other people to shine because you have a humility about you that others may not quite understand, because I feel like you don't need to be in the spotlight. Like you aren't, it's not required of you to be in the spotlight. It's almost like you guys have had the spotlight, or in a past life maybe, or in this life, you're okay with not having the spotlight, or you're a reluctant leader. Are you a Leo? A lot of Leos have this energy of, Leos are often not charged, they are chosen with being leaders, and oftentimes they don't want to be. Now, you may not be a Leo, but you may have found yourself in that situation, and there's a lot of people who are the reluctant leader kind of archetype that are going to be kind of encouraged to move forward. And you may find yourself there. People may be looking to you for leadership and guidance. And you might be like, okay, I'll help you because you're my friend. And then more and more people look to you at work and other places. And before you know it, you're just a mentor or a guiding light for people, Take these two cards. We have sweetness and ambrosia, honey and sugar. Yeah, I think people, when you enter a room, they're like, if this is a party, let's say you enter a room and it's a party, I feel like people are like, wow, I'm so glad they came. Wow, I'm so glad they showed up. It also feels like your kindness really impresses people, how kind you are. And I feel like you can be kind in very stressful circumstances. I think you can be very compassionate in very stressful circumstances. And this may have to do with your job, And I feel like there's something for some of you guys around Christmas. You're very charitable. You light up the room with this kindness and compassionate, loyal spirit. Your smile, and there's a twinkle in your eyes at times, like when you're laughing and when you're joyful. And I feel like you're so trustworthy here. There's so much trust. It's like people can let down their guard with you, which many of you probably find unnerving at times. Like, I don't know why people want to tell me their life story. I don't know why people want to tell me their business, but they do. And sometimes I just want to go home, and that's okay. I feel like you might be overwhelmed at times by this. But I feel like you're the person that people are glad came to the party. You're the one that, you may not be like the life of the party, but the life of the party can only burn bright for so long until they burn out. And you're the one that keeps it flowing. You're the one that people are like, oh, I'm so glad to see them. I'm so glad. How are you? You're the one that brings, someone brings the desserts, right? But you bring the good meat dish, okay, that everyone is on everyone's plate, right? Or you bring, the right soda, the right pop, right, that everyone drinks kind of thing. So you're always someone people want to see. They want to visit with you. You are on pizza, everyone needs cheese most of the time, right? And without cheese, it ain't a pizza. And that's how it is with you. Okay, people, you are part of the lighting of the event, of the thing. And without you, it's not the same. Okay, we have garland. There is magic in the weaving of unity. Yeah, I think you really bring people together. And it feels like people at odds. For some of you guys, you might be a counselor or something. You may be just a great mediator. this might be something you do for a living, but it feels like you have a way with bringing people together who are at odds, um, being a wise counselor, um, and focusing on the unity aspect of togetherness, helping people enjoy being together as a focus. Heavy Libra placements there. Heavy Libra. You might be a Libra rising. You might be. Or a Libra northern node. Okay. But I feel like there is this, for some of you, there's this presence I'm picking up that some people really kind of put you on a pedestal, because they think such great things about you. And the problem with pedestals is that often we fall the fuck off, right? Eventually, and you may have experienced that in your life or you may not yet. And I got to tell you, when you fall off, it can be unnerving because you don't know what to say, because you didn't put yourself on the pedestal, okay? But it was hard to talk yourself off of it once people put you on it, and you knew you were going to fall. And then once you fall, you're like, what do I say? It's a bad place to be. So I understand, it's complicated, right? It's complicated. Okay. All right. Ooh, we're going to take 2 more of these. Okay, we have bushels of apples, 3. Invite your truth forward and invoke the power of healing, growth, and the true essence of who you are. I think you encourage people to be their best self. I really do. I think you encourage people to break out of their shells and be their best self. I think you inspire people by you being this authentic person that you are, and really caring and really fighting for what you believe. I think you love people in a passionate way. I think you really hold space for them. I think you really fight for them. I think you're very loyal, and loyalty nowadays is rare. I think justice matters to you. The right thing matters to you. And I think you do the right thing even when people aren't looking, even when it's not popular. We have Fennel, 19. There is nothing to fear. Trust that everything will work itself out. And I feel like we have this God energy here. And I feel like you have faith. Whatever you believe in, I feel like you have faith that the universe is going to work it out. God, whatever, prayer. You just have faith. You just know, because a lot of you have had experience. Like, it's all going to work out because it just does. It just does. Magically, right? It just works out. So let's get some tarot here now. Tell me more about my group 1, how they stand out in a crowd. Tell me about my group 1. Not in a crowd, how you light up a room. Was sitting out in a crowd could be the same thing. Woo! Okay, how you light up a room. How you stand out in a crowd. How you light up a room. Okay. Now, I will say that I can't ignore the fact that you're attractive. Okay, with this honey and sugar, it tells me, baby, you are so attractive. Like, I get that there are like syrupy sweetness kind of feelings when people see you, like honey, like sugar, baby doll, like you're sweet as candy, right? Lollipop, that kind of thing. Like there's a that kind of energy, and it's very playful. It's very flirtatious. You have a very flirtatious energy. People want to flirt with you. We have the 9 of Wands here. Okay. All right. We have the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. Okay. Passionate energy, fire sign energy as well. Leo, Sag, Aries. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Cups. So 99 can be an important number to you or for you. Yeah, just I get there's this energy here. We have this feels like a dad to me, like going out trick or treating with his kids, kind of thing. I feel like I'm hearing like you like to make people happy. You like to see people happy. And you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, and you are steady. You're a steady kind of person. Like you're dependable. People love that about you. But you're also, there's a mermaid here. Okay. You're also you can be very romantic with the knight here. You can be it's something that a lot of people may not know about you, but you can be very romantic. You can be very sensual. And you're definitely a fighter. You're not afraid to fight for I've been saying this over and over, but it seems to be a major energy with you. And the thing is that this very steady energy is really brave. And I feel like with this Wands energy, I feel like you take risks. And that's part of the excitement around you is this risk taker energy. And for some of you, it may play out in flirtatious energy. It might be kind of wacky flirtatious energy. And I think that's why some people don't realize that behind all this, like very cool energy is like a deeper kind of sensual nature. I'm hearing like dashing. I'm hearing like femme fatale for some of you. Like it just depends on, where you are. But it's another layer to the complexity of this energy here. And the thing is that I don't think many people see this because I feel like you're very devoted in your romantic relationships. You may be like flirtatious sometimes, playful even with that, but you're really devoted. Like you're super loyal. So not everyone gets to see that side of you, which makes your romantic relationships very special. It leaves that part for them, kind of thing. But this part of you kind of shines in your sense of humor and, perhaps flirtation. And also your smile. There's something about your smile that's that kind of lights up the room. Like when people see you, they love to see you smile. Like, hey, how are you? With a big smile, with a big laugh. You may have a big laugh as well. But there's just this energy of like, I'm here to have fun. Let's go. Like, I'm here. It's okay. Let's do the thing, and I won't let you down. I'm here to fight for you kind of energy. And you can throw it all at me, but I will stand by your side. I believe in you. I believe in this cause, and I'm going to stick loyally behind it. And it's a very cool energy. To be trusted like this, for people to like you and want to be around you is very cool. All right, so that's what I got for you, Group 1. I hope this was an interesting and a encouraging and inspiring reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey Group 2, all of you that selected the Ace of Cups, this is going to be your reading all about how you light up a room. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so here's the thing. It feels like you might be or have important placements in water signs. So you might be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Okay. We have a pumpkin here, so I feel like some of you guys might be Earth. There's also a bat here, so some air. So, um, several different signs showing up for y'all. But it feels like how you light up a room is you bring a lot of sense of calmness around you in your energy, like a mellowness. Now, for some of you, this mellowness or calmness, it reads as mystery. Like this card is very, not card, this cup is very intense. It's a skull. It's not just any cup. It's very unique. Okay. So I feel like you could register to people as being very intense, mysterious, having a bit of a seductive quality. You may have a darker aesthetic. You may be gothic. You may be witchy. You don't have to be. I feel like you may be psychic in some way or have some kind of ability as well. I feel like you light up a room. There's something about your eyes here with this cup. Some of you guys have big watery eyes, like ocean eyes, or eyes people feel like they could just kind of like fall into. Your eyes are like a story to people. There's a depth to them. They can be hypnotic or mesmerizing. For others, or it might be for you too, there's something about the structure of your face, not necessarily your smile. Because I'm not seeing a lot of smiling, but I'm seeing like a beautiful face structure, um, and it doesn't have to necessarily be what's popular as far as like it could be classic features, but it's definitely becoming. And there's an air of mystery for some of you. Now, for others, like there's an air of calm, like when you're at the beach. And my chair is making weird noises. When you're at the beach and it's morning or the sun's going down, like that kind of energy, like beach calm. And I feel like a lot of you help bring in a level of peace. I think peace is important to you. I feel like you don't, although you appear to be a very dramatic kind of person, I feel like you don't like drama. But I feel like it finds you, okay? Because when you come into a room, people know you're in the room. They feel you, they see you, okay? It's definitely an appearance here. So tell me about my group too. Tell me about how they light up a room. How do they light up a room? Okay, we have priest. Okay, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Ooh, yeah. Okay, can you feel that? You have a presence about you. For some of you guys, it's a spiritual presence, which makes perfect sense with the cup here. It's intense. People feel you when you are around. They feel your energy. It's like they feel your energy and they want more. It's like they don't just want a taste of the cup. They want to drink the whole cup. Okay, we have slave. There we go. I feel like this is how people are drawn to you. Like they're drawn to you and they get a little taste of you and they want more. I feel like this is why the cup looks like it does. Perhaps you didn't start off with this cup. Perhaps your cup looked a lot different and you've learned that you have to protect yourself. Perhaps the way the cup looks is really protecting yourself. from people who want to take advantage, that come across as people who want to serve you or do for you, but really they want to take advantage of you, like manipulation. I think you're a good judge of character. Um, I think you're very emotionally intelligent. You light up the room with your emotional intelligence. You can read a bitch. For real. Like, your feelings about people are dead on. And I think that's why people trust this presence they feel with you. Okay, we got this card. All right. SW worker. Accents the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Okay, so you're a survivor and you've done it your own way. You've remained authentic to yourself. And I get this energy of you're very independent and you haven't bowed to anyone. And if you have, you've learned from it. And I'm hearing like respect. People respect you for what you've been through and for who that has helped you to become in today's game. How that hasn't really dulled your shine. It hasn't really changed you. You've maintained the same intensity you've always had, even through the bleakest of times, because you're a fighter. You may have been drawn to group 1. Oh, that card wanted to come out. We have Sunflower 38. Follow your bliss and watch as the things that are meant for you come home to you. I feel like you draw people towards you. People can't help but see the sunflower and look at her eyes. There is something mesmerizing about your eyes, okay? These two cards together. The eyes here, the eyes there. You have beautiful, breathtaking eyes. Hypnotic eyes, or there's something about the eye makeup you wear as well. But I feel like you light up a room with, there's something about the way you look out of your eyes at people, these looks you give that make people want to come towards you and give you things and do things for you. You have a charm about you. Ace of Cups, group 2. You have a otherworldly charm about you that's very intense. It's almost like some of you guys have like gothic vampire vibes or something. But it's beautiful, it's handsome, it's attractive. And it's respected. It's respected. We have Summer Games 36. When fear rears its head, no need to be wary. Lean in. You're at the edge of evolving. Yeah, I feel like you've made a lot of leaps in your life. You've made a lot of, what is the word? What is the phrase, Spirit? You've gained a lot of ground in your life through taking big leaps of faith as far as expressions of who you are and healing of yourself. And it's made it where you can hold space for your most authentic self. And when you light up a room, that authenticity draws people to you and it radiates out your eyes, like through your eyes, through the expression of your eyes, through the expressions in your face, like the facial expressions that you have. You draw people to you. We have Meadow 31. Let your being be as full and vibrant as a summer meadow. Oh, that's beautiful. Let your being be as full and vibrant as a summer meadow. And I feel like you guys may try to calm this vibrancy down, this fullness, this roaring energy within you, but you can't. You can't hide it. You can't shove it down. It's like a beam of light. It can't be contained. No matter how hard life or oppression tries to place these controls on you, you just have a tendency to shine on anyway, beautiful diamond. You just have a tendency to keep on keeping on, and that strength comes through. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like your aura has like a diamond like shine to it. And people can't help it. They want to know what the sparkly thing is. What is the sparkly cup? And the thing that really gets me is you're a very healing energy. You nourish relationships with this cup. You're very nourishing. You're very healing. I think you truly care for people. I do think you have a tendency to have people who are jealous of you. Because you shine so brightly. People can't help but kind of be drawn to you because of this shine. And for some of you guys, it literally is coming out of your eyes. Like the shine is literally coming out of your eyes. And there's a bravery here, okay? There's a heroic child within you that's had to make leaps towards self. And some of you guys have had some really deep things that have happened because you've made these leaps, like dark things. People don't like who you are. You really are. They'd rather you be, who they knew before. They don't like you taking risks and showing yourself. They don't like you going after your passions. They don't like you standing in your truth. They don't like you being smart and doing the things that were in your best interest or are in your best interest. It unnerves them, you being you. But you kept on and you're keeping on. And it's this energy around you of just shining despite all of the oppression that's been thrown at you. And it's as if the universe is like, you don't just shine, baby, you glow. It's not just a shine, it's a glow. And I don't know how to explain this. How do you light up a room? Baby, you glow. You glow. We have the Four of Pentacles. You glow. We have the Page of Wands. Tell me about this glow. It's from within. It's from within, this deep, I feel like a deep burning within glow. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to get one more card here. Tell me more about my group 2. How do they light up a room? Tell me more about my group 2. How do they light up a room? We have the Magician. There's the glow. No one had to come in and like set your ass on fire. Okay. How do you light up a room? You're not flaming from outside yourself. Okay. The glow is from within, and the glow is of a higher frequency. Okay. It's not just a light, it's a glow, and it's a high frequency glow. It's a higher dimensional glow. Okay. And it's happened because we have Four Pentacles here. And I feel like you have come from a place in your life where there was a lot of lack or poverty. This is probably childhood issues. There may have been like not good communication within your house. Perhaps you weren't supported well as a child. There may have been issues with inability to see yourself as successful or important or unique. Your talents weren't supported, so you never probably thought you could be successful. Things like that. And through owning who you are, through allowing yourself to become this cup and not the same cup that everyone has, not that, the stuff that they buy at the Big Lot store or whatever that everyone has. Your cup is uniquely yours, handcrafted out of the clay from the ground of the obstacles that you tumbled down. Like, it is heartfelt and meaningful, your cup. So there's a lot of experience here. There's a lot of shadow work. There is a lot of intensity. And so you did this because you had the ability naturally to do this, because you are a magician. You have a natural affinity for the other realms, the magical realm, for the craft, for manifestation. You may have been born and told that you were like an indigo kid or a crystal kid, or you may have always seen spirits or had communication with spirits, or had other paranormal experiences that you couldn't explain. But you've always had this ability to overcome this, okay? And you've always had this weirdness about you. You learn how to harness the weirdness. That's what you're doing, okay? And because of this, it has brought you to a place where you're able to act in the most authentic flame of your own fire, like your most authentic light. And your most authentic light was accessing your higher self, the glowing embers of your higher self, the glowing embers of other dimensional selves that are actively engaging in different kinds of magics and crafts and things like that. Now, this reading is kind of going to a higher dimensional space, so just take what resonates for you, okay? And I'm going to tell you, some of you guys are aligned with like dragon energy, different dragons, okay? Because we have a little dragon here, all right? And I'm just going to honor that as it is, okay? And some of you guys have like past lives in China, Tibet, and Japan, and through the space of Thailand, and I'm getting a lot of different places now, so other places as well. But I feel like there is I'm focusing on this Knight of Swords, okay? And the Knight of Swords here is a ninja, okay? And, I'm being drawn to this. And I feel like, although, parts of you would like to be back in the shadows unnoticed, you realize the wisdom in being seen. You realize that you can help a lot more people by being seen. And in this life, you're meant to have friends. You're meant to not be alone. And because of that, I feel like your glow is growing brighter. And it's a glow because you're attracting certain people to you. So when you light up a room, how you light up a room is sophisticatedly, okay? You're going to get different people, and certain people will reach out to you or come towards you who are at a higher frequency, and you're meeting them for certain reasons, and you both will know. And other people are coming towards you for not as high dimensional reasons, but still very valid in your life and important. So I feel like, you have a complex glow for complex reasons. And some of you guys are at different spaces with that. Like, some of you guys aren't really with the high dimensional stuff yet, or you might not be, We always have free will, okay? always. You can always choose something else, okay? And things move in a different direction, and that's okay. And I feel like with the Three of Wands here, I feel like there's this energy of excitement about you. People get excited. Um, and I keep getting pulled to the Magician here, and I just feel like you have this exciting energy, especially when it comes to like the occult or the craft. I feel like people feel like something's happening with you when they get to know you, or even when you enter a room, sometimes people are just like, who's that? What's that about? I want to know that. What is up with that person? Who invited them? I really like to know more about them. Aren't they interesting? They sure have a lot of interesting things to say. You're somebody that people want to know more about. And for some of you guys, you don't like that because you don't want people to know a whole lot about you, okay? Because you're moving at a different level, right? But I feel like you're also in that energy of, well, I need friends. I need to be seen. So, this reading can be really helpful if you are still in this kind of ninja energy and you're kind of like still in the shadows. This is the validation for you that, hey, it's time for you to take your cup and kind of like move forward so more people can see you and, you can get involved, and have more human contacts. Okay. Because for some of you, your higher vibrational work that you want to do here is going to take you knowing people, right? So you're going to have to let them in. So you're going to have to like get out of the ninja suit, like the ninja clothes. You're going to have to like get out of your dragon situation and, have some conversations and open up a little bit. And I understand that can be hard, but also understand that you are a healer, okay? And your energy in itself is very healing. And that's why there's different levels of your healing, because I'm seeing you guys having a healing energy and it feels like it's right above. It's not at the crown chakra, it's not at your crown chakra, okay? And then there's another chakra that's like above your head. And in between there, I'm seeing like a blue, like a cold, not cold, but like an aqua blue light, okay? And I'm feeling this as your natural healing ability, okay? And people feel this from you when they talk to you, when they hear what you have to say. I feel like you can really bring out a lot of compassion and energy, even though some of you guys have a pretty intense exterior at times, or you have a darker aesthetic or something. I think people are really warmed by your compassion and your grace. I think you give people the grace that you never received, which is super powerful. And it's really generous when you can give to other people what you have never received. It is a true showing of self-mastery. And it may be that you can give it to other people because you've learned how to give it to yourself. All right. Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If you have any comments about the reading, just let me know below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. If you would like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the 5 of Pentacles, this is going to be your reading all about how do you light up a room. Well, I'm just going to tell you guys, first of all, I don't even know if you guys want to be in the room. Okay? Like, for real. I think you guys may be very introverted, or just very selective on which rooms you even go into in the first place. Okay, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You could be um, a land sign. Why can't an earth sign? My gosh, an earth sign, you guys, a land sign. This is going to be a Capricorn, um, a Taurus, a Virgo, and I want to say a Aries here as well. I know that's a fire sign, but I'm also seeing Gemini energy. Now, you may not be able to tell, but it's snowing here. We have one of them has a crutch here. And, this house may be haunted, right? Not sure if they're going to get any candy from this house, right? And it feels like someone who is selective about the rooms they light up, okay? And not everyone gets into those rooms. And maybe they shouldn't, right? Maybe not everyone is for everybody kind of thing. So let's get into this energy. And it feels like you guard your privacy really well. And I feel like when people are able to get into rooms with you or a room with you or get your attention, they feel pretty special, okay? And I feel like you light up your room with that, with your presence. Look how this room is all lit up. Like you light the whole room up, okay? But only certain people get to have that experience in this home, like privately. Not everyone gets into that room and gets a private, I hope I'm not touching sorry. I think my shirt is touching the mic. Let me adjust it a little bit. Okay. Hopefully it's not touching the mic anymore. But only certain people get to see you in that state. And I feel like the ones that do really feel like it's special, it's a gift. Okay, we have Monk Nun. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay. So Monk Nun also tells me that, there's devotion here. And it feels like someone who may be very devoted to self, to a spiritual journey of self, a journey of self-evolution, of self-mastery. You may be in hermit mode and just really not wanting to deal with people in general. You may because of that thing we had a few years ago, you may have gone into that kind of isolation and never really come out of it. And you may have learned that, you don't have to give everyone your presence. It's not required, right? And so when you do walk into rooms, your light is very intense. It's very bright. Okay, I think you have a very bright light. We have Messiah, light attribute, serving humanity with humility. And I feel like not everyone gets I feel like some people judge you for being what they feel is exclusive, and they don't realize that it's not a real exclusive thing. It's more a thing of having good boundaries and understanding that you can't give everyone your energy all the time. In order for you to be effective at doing this calling, doing what you do, you have to decide where you place your energy. And it's not in every room. So you light up certain rooms when you decide to go there, when you decide to be present. And people want to be in your presence. They want to be around you. Okay, well, I got 3 cards. Let's go ahead and take those that came out. We have Prince. Okay. I feel like people sometimes may feel like you're unreachable, or they may see you as, you think you're better than, but it's just not the truth. That's coming from their own sense of not feeling good enough because you haven't validated them in a way that they wanted. And they don't understand that that actually is a trigger for them to grow if they choose to. We have child orphan. I feel like a lot of you are very isolated because many of you are really alone. Um, if you have family, you may be distant from family, or you may have few people in your life, or you may have a ton of people in your life, but feel very alone. There's an aloneness here. There's a hermiting energy, okay? There's someone who is growing in their spirituality, growing in their own presence, and understanding the power of their actual presence and understanding the power of their own energy and not wanting to be in every room all the time lighting it up, because not every room deserves their energy of lighting it up in the first place. And we have visionary. Yeah, I feel that here. I feel that you're a visionary. You're probably very talented in some specific area like arts, artist, music writer. Some of you guys are great at cooking. You're great at creating businesses or accounting, or you're a great nurse, or you're a great student of the occult, or you're a great witch, or you're a great herbalist. There's some kind of something you do that you're highly gifted at. And I feel like some of you guys are working through the density of accepting this. Like you may have that self-sabotaging energy, that imposter energy of like, I'm not really that talented. Like, I really can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you are. Okay, stop arguing with yourself. Okay, I'm going to pull. Yes? We're going to get a couple from this. Okay, let's get a couple more. Tell me more about my group 3. How do they light up a room? I think you have the ability to be a true friend. When you meet someone who is a peer, I feel like you have the ability to be a true friend, but it takes a while. Like, you don't make close friends easily. And I think it's because you've been screwed over so much. I think people have taken advantage of your kindness one too many times. So you're very gun shy about getting close to people, but I think you want it. I think you want to be close to people. I think you're afraid to shine as well, because so many people have been threatened by your shine, by your ability to kind of like come into a room and be seen and be heard and be felt. And that can be very intimidating to people. And I feel like you're coming to terms with that and trying to figure out how to deal with it. And that might be why you're very particular about the rooms you show up to in the first place. We have farm to table. Liberate yourself from influence and invoke the power within. That's what you're doing. That's why you're so elusive. You want to make decisions from a very pure place. I think you want clarity in your life. I think you light up a room with this ability to know. I think you light up a room with your power, your ability to harness your own power, your own connection to source, your own connection to self. And to grow from your experiences. You're a person that doesn't just have experiences. You're a person who has experiences and grows from them, allows them to change you. Not everyone can do that, Aquarius. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can apply and move forward. I'm feeling more water here as well. I feel Gemini here. I feel some Libra. I feel Pisces here, and some Cancer. I think Cancer's moving into an energy of, they always they want people around, okay? But a lot of Cancers, I feel like, have pulled back into their shell and are kind of renegotiating what relationships should look like for them. Um, and it's hard because this room they're in can be very lonely. But look how they're glowing in the room. Because I feel like now this is your room and you're glowing brightly. And it's like people are waiting for you to come outside, but it's not the right time. It's still snowing outside, and that's telling you it's not the right time. You're waiting for the right moment to come out and be in the right room and light that shit all the way up. You're just going to burst into light, it seems like. And it feels very fulfilling. It feels like something that you're meant to do. Okay, please take what resonates here. We have Country Fair. Summon the strength to reach out and discover the unity of community around you. Okay, I feel like you guys need to know that whatever this is, whatever moment you're waiting for, there is a community or a group of people, friends, coworkers, whoever this is, they're going to see you and support you. They're going to see your gifts and abilities, and you're going to be supported not only by that, but by the universe, by your guides, by whoever it is you work with, okay? You're going to be supported, all right? And that magical moment is fast approaching. It's quickly approaching for you to go into the rooms and light them up, okay? And allow whatever to happen to happen. Say what you need to say. Shock and awe, baby. Shock and awe. Do your thing, okay? Because the friendships, the relationships, the resources, the things you need, the things you want are going to come forward, okay? And the thing is that you can't help but shine, okay? You cannot help but shine, baby doll. You can't help it. It's just your natural way of being. Okay. We're going to pull from a different deck. Yes, we are. Okay. We're going to pull from this deck. Okay. Tell me more about my group 3. You are meant to shine and to share. Okay. And I understand that we're picky about the rooms we're going into to shine and to light up, but it's important that you go into the rooms, that you allow the doors to open for you, because I feel like they're opening, okay? I feel like the lights are about to go on the lower level and the door's about to come open, okay? And let these guys in. So let's get some more tarot here. Tell me more about my group 3. How do they light up a room? How does my group 3 light up a room? With being, with knowledge. We have the 3 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you have great stories to tell. I think you're a great storyteller. I think you're very entertaining. I think you have a brightness about you, an enthusiasm when you speak. I think you can be very charming and funny. Okay, people like you. They like to be around you. And I think you have a way of helping people when they're facing like difficult karma or difficult decisions. And I think you help people be hopeful in dark times. Okay, because you've been through a lot of dark times. Many of you guys have lived in a haunted house, okay? You've lived in a haunted house. You've lived through dark times. You know what it's like, okay? This one doesn't want to go. So we have the Ace of Pentacles here. There's a lot of positivity around your energy. You may not realize this because you've had this going on for a while, but there's just a positive kind of vibe with you. It's hopeful. It's helpful. It's healing, and I feel like you make people feel okay. You make people feel like it's all going to be okay. It really is. Now, I do think you have great legs. Some of you guys have great legs, and some of you guys have like beautiful hands, okay? And a great smile. I'm hearing like a smile that is great for photographs or whatever. You have like a photographic smile or a photographic face. Okay, give me more energy here for my group 3. Tell me more about my group 3. How do they light up a room? There's something, some of you guys have really great manners or mannerisms. We have the 9 of Swords and we have the 2 of Wands. I think there's just this energy with the 9 of Swords here. Like, I feel like you really help calm people's anxiety. I think you help people find ways to kind of express their fear or anxiety in healthy ways to help them get out of it, to help them release it. Okay. I do think that there's something here about nightmares. And I feel like some of you guys may have trouble sleeping and things like that. And I think it's because you do a lot of astral traveling. And what I'm getting for this is kind of a side message. I feel like you guys need to find some kind of activity like walking or, getting out and playing with your dog or whatever. It's kind of like get some of this nervous energy out of your vessel. Okay, it will help you sleep. If there's something going on in your life, write it down, do a journal, get the energy out of your vessel, clear your energy. Okay. I do think that there's this energy about you that really kind of draws people to you, that it's like you know how to calm the storm because you've done it for yourself. You've had sleepless nights, you've had worries, you've been there, and people know you have. And they know that you've also figured out how to move on from it. And it's not easy. Some of you guys have been, in recovery for all kinds of different things, and you have found a way. And it's very inspirational, those of you guys who have done this. It's super inspirational. I feel like at times, there's this introspection that may lead you down some dark paths still. And, that shadow work is part of healing, and we're never done with that, right? We're never done. And that might also cause you to kind of self-isolate quite a bit. You may require regular times of self-isolation. It may be part of your healing. It might be how you heal as well. I do think there are people who think you're overworked. You work too much. You overwork yourself. You're always smiling and being helpful. And deep down, we all know that you're struggling. Some of you guys have had a major loss in your life. And I feel like you've made it look really good to other people. You've still lighted up the room at work. You've still done what you're supposed to do, and they don't really know how you've done it. And it's made people really think that you have an intense relationship with spirit or the church or whatever. And it's almost like you're respected for it. But it's also not worked in your favor. You handled it really well. I think you've impressed people. I do think people have wondered how you've been able to do it, right? Whatever this loss is. And it really hasn't worked in your favor because for many of you, you've become workhorses. And that doesn't serve anybody, especially yourself. And you need to take some time off. That's a side message. If that applies for you, then it does. I think you shine best when you're rested, okay? You light up a room best when you're rested and taking care of yourself. I feel like you are kind of ascending into this visionary energy. And I got to tell you, it's going to bring you to a place where you're going to care less and less about the rooms you're in. And you're going to care more and more about speaking your truth and your truth being heard by the people that it's meant for. Okay. I feel like your time of like being in this room and kind of being removed is going to come to an end. And, you know, that might cause some worry for some of you, especially if you've done a lot of self-isolation, you've been in hermit mode, and you're going to be coming out of it. That might cause you some worry, but don't worry, okay? It's part of your journey, all right? It's part of where you're going. And I feel like when you really step into your power, your light is going to be so healing for so many people. Okay, so many people. We have the high priestess here. Boom. Your light is going to be so healing for so many people. You're going to help so many people by what you're doing. And it doesn't matter if you are, you know, you work for an insurance company or, you know, you're a doctor. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to help so many people. And I feel like for you guys, there is a need to kind of accept this. There's an acceptance of your light and that you do light up a room. And as unnerving as that might be for many of you, you might be an introvert, okay? You got to get comfortable with it, okay? You got to start letting people see you and see your light, okay? Let's get a few more cards here. Tell me more about my group 3. Tell me more about my group 3. I got a little itch. Tell me more about my group 3. Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay, we have courage. All right, have courage. All right? Because people see you as courageous. You may not see yourself as courageous, but other people see you as courageous. We have power, powerful, courageous. You are something. Do you know you're something else? Do you realize you're something else? We have intuition, mugwort. You got this. You know the way, okay? Just allow your light to shine, okay? Be the light in the dark places. Allow people to know you. Because you have a way of lighting up the room that is magical, okay? That's going to help you manifest so many beautiful things. To many people, they're going to see you as this high priestess energy, okay? And it's lovely. It's very healing. You're a healer, all right? Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.